Today we are going to discuss about the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. The Deccan Plateau, one of the important physiographic division of India, which lies in the southern part of India and mainly southern part of Narmada River. Okay, the Deccan Plateau, a triangular shaped landmass. Okay, which is which in the it has mainly two major mountain ranges in the eastern side and the western side. Uh, Eastern Ghats, one of the most important uh, mountain range, which is lies in the eastern coast, nearby is parallel to the eastern coasts, and the Western Ghat mountain range lies in the west, parallel to the western coast. Eastern Ghat, in this section we will discuss about major differences between Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats also. Okay, so the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, the Deccan Plateau is a triangular landmass that lies to the south of the River Narmada. Okay, the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats mark the western and the eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau, respectively. Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast; they are continuous. The Eastern Ghats are discontinuous and irregular and dissect by the rivers draining into Bay of Bengal. Okay, so at first outline map of India here, Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats, and if we cross section in this region, then we can find this type of diagram where Western Ghats, and in the eastern part of India, Eastern Ghats parallel, and in between in this area Deccan Plateau also located. Okay, and in the outline map of India, Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghats, you can say Western Ghat located in the or Western Ghats lie in the western coastal region, parallel to the western coastal region, and the Eastern Ghats lies to the parallel to the eastern coast. So, one of the most important questions is, what is the difference between the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats? Okay, so number one, Eastern Ghats mountain range lies uh, parallel to the eastern coast of India. Okay, from Mahanadi River to the south Nilgiri. Okay, Nilgiri mountain. Okay, Nilgiri hills, and the Western Ghats mountain range lies to the west, parallel to the western coast of India. Okay, and second is the Western Ghat mountain ranges are higher than the Eastern Ghat, and Eastern Ghats mountain range are the lower than Western Ghat mountain range. Number three, the Western Ghat mountain ranges are the continuous. If we cross from one place to another, from one side to another side, we can cross with the only for the by the three passes like Thalghat, Ghorghat, and Palghat passes. But the Eastern Ghats mountain range are uh, scattered. Okay, not continuous. Okay, and number four point is, the highest peak of the Western Ghats is Anaimudi, and Dodabetta, another important peak, which is the highest peak of Nilgiri Hills. And in the Eastern Ghat mountains range, Mahendragiri is the highest peak of the Eastern Ghat mountain range. Okay, and in the Eastern Ghat mountain range, scattered because of this region set by the the Mahanadi, Godavari, and Krishna River. Okay, so uh, these are the major important differences between the Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghats. Okay, so and you also can see in this outline map of India Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat, and Western Ghat mountain range famous for orographic rainfall. That in this region, this area are very thickly and dense jungle, and wildlife sanctuaries and wildlife resources also very available. Eastern Ghat also very important for in this purpose, but Eastern Ghat is the scattered. So this is the and it is heights elevated area, and heights also be lower than the Western Ghat. So these are the major differences between Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghat mountain range. Thank you.